start of day 2. Got my dinghy all situated. About to head out to the boat, get some work done. Let's do this. Okay, made it on the boat. Start of day 2. So I got a couple of things I want to get out of the way today. I'll show you a couple of the things that are like really high priority. One of them would be to get this diesel smell out of here. I showed you in the previous video, the engine compartment has a whole bunch of diesel, oil, and water that's just sitting there, and it's fuming up the whole entire place. I actually got lightheaded a little bit yesterday after 2 hours of this boat. So I have a full day on here today. So that's one of the things I got to do is start draining that water. That's one thing to figure out, and then I'll show you what the other thing I got to do. So the dinghy is on this side of the boat right now, which is where the current is coming in from, because the beach is over there. So it's causing the dinghy to just smash into the boat nonstop. So that ladder is gonna have to relocate over on this side of the boat so that I can make my landings on the boat on this side. It'll also push the current this way towards the beach, and if the dinghy is on this side, it should keep the dinghy away from the boat. That's my hope, at least. So let's do that first, so I don't deal with all the banging of my dinghy. I'm walking my dinghy. My dinghy got its first ocean walk. Come on, dinghy. Come on the other side. Come on, dinghy. Be a good dinghy. There we go. So that was pretty easy, actually. I just moved the stairs with relative ease. Now I'm just gonna put the dinghy on this side, and hopefully that'll keep the current going down there and keep this boat from smashing into my other boat. Now that I get the dinghy situation out of the way, I think the next thing I should do is probably put on some sunscreen. It's gonna be in the 90s today in San Diego, so it's one of the hotter days when you're on or close to the water. So very important. I brought some water, some coffee, electrical tester, test the batteries. Also loaded up on 5 gallons of water, which should be enough for today. Don't have water on board yet that I know of that is potable. So for now, I'm gonna have to just haul water in so I can stay hydrated while I work. So let's put on some sunscreen and go to work. All of this, well, some of it's not trash. Some of it is trash, some of it's not, but it has to relocate. So I'm gonna organize what's trash, what's not, and move the trash out to the deck, so then I can take it in the dinghy and throw out what needs to be thrown out, and then do the same thing for this side. And the reason I have to do that is because the engine compartment is right down here, and that's what has a bunch of water and diesel in it. So I'd like to have 1, a clear working space, and 2, the diesel compartment or the water compartment. I'm not sure on which side it is, but the water tank or diesel tank is on this side, and same thing, water tank or diesel tank is on this side. So once I have this area clear, I can get a better situation or better understanding of the situation with what's happening to my diesel, my water, and then hopefully go down there and start clearing that water out of the engine compartment, and that will reduce the fumes inside of this boat dramatically. Started getting in there, open up the hatches. There's my diesel Jenny. Can't get that running yet. Something's up with the wiring. Like I said, this boat was vandalized at some point, so I'm not really sure what's up. This battery is operational. It's a brand new battery. Well, not brand new, but it's from 521. And then there is my Perkins diesel. So what I've decided to do is I've got this portion so far relatively cleaned up. So I'm thinking of initially, just so I can have some power, to get a pump in here and then start pumping the water, is get all of these batteries pulled out along with these batteries. So it looks like the whole system is showing about 2.5 volts sitting on these batteries, which leads me to believe that they're not all dead. So I'm hoping I can hook them up to the 2 solar panels that I have above. Both of those are 120 watts, and right now all they're doing is just being connected to a solar controller that's just charging that battery sitting by the diesel. So I'm gonna pull these out and see if I can trickle charge these batteries, diagnose them. But if I can get an inverter on board, and that will at least give me some power to run the pumps to get that dirty water out of my hole. I pulled the batteries, I situated them over there. They're currently connected to the solar panels. At first they were going crazy, but right now they've stabilized at like 12.4 volts. I don't know if they'll actually charge or hold the charge. They're from 2015, which is normally outside the service life of a marine battery. And after that, I did a little cleaning, so this portion actually looks a lot better than what it used to. Then I attempted to kick over the generator. That didn't work. It's just clicking, which I'm not sure if the motor is seized, if some of the solenoids are bad, if the wiring is correct. I'm not even gonna attempt it with the motor. I gotta drain it from all the fluids first and do all that stuff. I did try to connect the 12-volt pump that I have, which is right down here, to see if I could pump out a lot of that water. And massive failure. My pump is not strong enough, so it's literally not sucking up any liquid. My plan is to basically take that water, and then there's a 6-gallon tank that I found on board, so I'm just gonna fill it up and then haul it out one 6-gallon trip at a time, because obviously it's got contamination in it, so I can't just dump it into the water or the ocean, bay, whatever you want to call it. So that's pretty much it. So right now I think I'm just gonna clean. Just gotta clean, make this a organized workspace, because obviously nothing electrical is gonna happen today, and I didn't bring any supplies where I can jerry rig anything together, so it's just gonna be cleaning for now. Cleaning, it's coming along. I know it kind of seems like I'm just moving stuff around, and that's basically what I'm doing, but you don't have a lot of choice in a boat, and this is now the V-berth, so this is going to be good. It's nice and clean. I can keep some of my storage stuff in here, and progress. A lot of the stuff is just ending up basically on deck, but that's what I got to do for now, because that way I can get it ready to haul out. So a lot of the cushions and all the other stuff that I took out of the V-berth is now on deck. And this is how we're gonna do it. So that was done. I hauled out 3 bags of trash, 2 bar stools, and cleaned up the place pretty good. Honestly, I'm exhausted because I gotta figure out a better situation for that dinghy. So it's every time I want to take that dinghy out, I'm basically making 3 trips from the car to the dinghy, because I have the outboard, that massively heavy battery, and then anything else that I need to bring. And then when I do my return trips, I gotta take the trash out, I gotta bring the outboard back, I gotta bring the motor back, and in this case I have the 2 bar stools in the back of a Tesla. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Stay tuned. Thanks.